those working, what is the additional housing levy that they are forcing people to remove for? Because that the tax that they are getting, that is the purpose. And if we are paying 80% of whatever revenue is getting collected from tax to debts, we first have to ask, how are those debts used? Why are they not talking about the people who stole this money? Why have we not had anything about them trying to get back the money that was stolen? Because the debts that we are paying are in people's pockets. I have to say here, there are people in Kenya who are very rich, even than, like they are billionaires, trillionaires. If someone like Uhuru has 30 trillion or 30 trillion shillings or dollars in foreign land, has Ruto tried to investigate if this money, why don't you freeze it until you make sure that it is tax, it's not tax evaded, that it is tax paid for? How much do you think if that 30 trillion was removed tax? We wouldn't be talking about any levy, but they are coming to the maskini, the people who cannot do anything. That is who they want to tax. And then they want to give our youth the work of unazaa watoto watu wa mjengo. Now, I went on and I looked at Charlene Ruto. She's 30 years old and is considered a youth in Kenya. Her education background, she went to Daystar University, did a bachelor in mass communication, went for an MBA in hospitality at the Rothschild Institute International School of Hotel Management in Crans, Montana, Switzerland. That is an option that she had. Who is going to give the children of the poor an option? I give in the US, I'm going to give that example. The government has so much money that if you don't go to school, it is because you don't want to go. Some people say education is not for me. Then wacha wao waende kwa mjengo. Kuna trade school. It's a 2-year college. It's like diploma there. And they are paid for, especially on things like housing, nini kujenga, like trade school is like a diploma in plumbing, electrician, free. Because they know once you get that trade, then you will become useful because you will go into that field. And watu wale wataki kusoma sana, they just want a little skill. Kuna community college, which is a 2-year college. There is university and college, which is a 4-year college. And then from there, most of the time, from there now you can advance by yourself or you're paid for by the company that you work for. Why aren't our youth being given these opportunities? Easy Pesa zote zimeibiwa. I believe that the program that we should have now is to recoup the money that has been stolen. Because if Ruto did that, he got all the money that was stolen. There was money that Jimmy Wanjigi was talking about that has been misappropriated. If it was got, and then we saw in Kisii County how those people, the county mismanaged its money. If each county was asked to do an audit, and everybody that has mismanaged money, return it, and then we say, we put it in a certain fund. And then now we say, from this fund, we've got 30 trillion or 30 billion, and we need an additional 10 billion. I don't think anybody would refuse to put in. But now you want to not address that, and now you want to go forward, and these loans that you want to pay because you have to pay them because you fear those people you borrowed from and you don't want to default and your credit rating has gone down, now you want to take from the people. Wacha nikuulize, hizo nasema the money will be available 7 years. Utaenda ulize nani na utapewa na nani? Kama watu leo wanashindwa kuenda kuchukua tax, pension zao wanashindwa. Kama watu walipwi their salary that they have worked for, hizi pesa utapataje? It will be stolen immediately. It is taken, and that is money that can go either way. So 7 years, mtu atakuwa amebakisha how many years? Who will you ask for your money? The same government that hasn't even followed the thieves that stole, and some of them are in government. Gachagua had a case where he diverted some money in 2000, and someone came and gave a confession in court, and that is one of the cases that was dismissed. Those are the people who are telling you to trust them. The same Ruto who told us that gas is going to reduce to $300 to $500 shillings. And then he came and said ni mtungi. Na sasa anasema 300 hii levy inatolewa. I'm wondering how are we going to own the homes? Because anasema hawa watu wana majobs, they don't want to help the people without jobs. Sasa nauliza, since hizi nyumba zinauzwa, how is this 3% inasaidiaje watu wale wana jobs? Kwa hivyo watu wetu ni watu wa mikono, watoto wetu ni watu wa mikono. Sasa watoto wao wanaiba, the people who steal, watoto wao, they will continue being rich. So even tomorrow, you'll be ruled by them. Just on principle. Hata kama hauna job, that is something we should refuse. On principle. Because even though today your mother is a nobody, you want to be a somebody. Your mother wants you to be a somebody, to have children that can go as far as they want and cannot be stopped. How many kids? Like I was talking to someone in our group here, Mutembei, and they say they can't go to school to gain a skill because they have to take care of their children. Why should a child, sema huyo youth, ana sacrifice, anafanya hizi hustle, ndio asaidie watoto